Um, I guess this is now a tradition because we've done it so many times, unfortunately, that I'm going to have to begin today's stream with an apology. This particular one was more difficult than others in that I had to think about it. So, that's never good. So I guess I've prepared some notes. I'm going to read them. Okay. During last week's stream, I looped a video of myself smiling and giving the camera a thumbs up. Something I do normally, and then left the room to go watch 2 seasons of Nathan For You. In hindsight, this was not providing the respect that you deserve. And had I known, this part, I'm just going off the cuff now. I'm not even reading anymore because sometimes you just have to say something that matters, Basically, had I known, I would have used a more believable video loop. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's like the old adage says, you're eating with your eyes, not your stomach. So, okay. We got that out of the way. All right, continuing on, let us jump in where we left off. We are working on a song. I started this song a while back, actually, excuse me. How do I get this to the DAW? If I were a DAW, what would I do? Oops. Let's see. One sec, I gotta figure out my pedal situation. There we go. All right. We're starting off with a song that I finished the structure to this weekend, and I'm going to start laying out some cellos and a few other things. I have, as you might have seen, this new view, which is pretty nifty. So you can see my playing and then the MIDI notes up there. All right. Let's see what we can do. So we're basically going to try to lay some stuff down. And what I think I'm going to do in reality is... Does that work? Kind of. Almost. If I move that here, that's starting to become believable-ish. Okay. So let's hear what we have so far, and we'll kind of start getting ready to add some stuff. Okay. I'm trying to find some lag. One sec. Test, test, test. 1, 2. Pop, pop, pop. I'm trying to find a limiter so I can turn up the volume a little bit. So let me figure this out real quick. I'll go save. And if I get rid of this, test, test. Okay, so it does much better without that plugin in here. All right, we are going to use a simple limiter. Let's just go with the LA2A in limiter setup. Check, check, check. 1, 2. 1, 2. Actually, maybe we can just do it compression. We'll see. Check. 1, 2. Check. 1, 2. How are those levels? Pop, pop, pop. Okay. I feel good about it. We'll figure it out. Let's give this a go. Okay. We won't finish it all the way. Yeah, this is the song I'm working on. I really like it. I think I say that about all my stuff. I think if I'm willing to put it on a stream, usually it's reached a point where I'm quite happy with it, although that's not always the case. Sometimes I'll just experiment and try stuff. I tried to make a song using only animal sounds the other day, a few streams ago, and it did not go so well. So they're not all winners. That being said, let's go ahead and join regions. Let's start laying down cello. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I have a general idea. And what I'm going to be doing is hopefully showing you. Perfect. So as I'm recording, you'll see the MIDI notes I'm playing. You'll see the piano here at the bottom. And then what is that? Oh, that's the mic cable. Yeah, nothing you can do about that. And then you will see my pedal. So I've got a MIDI pedal that I'm using to control expression. Depending on what I'm playing, sometimes I will assign it to several different parameters and have them like reverse and do interesting things. And I'm getting better at using Logic's modifier to, I don't know if this is interesting, but I find it very interesting. I'm getting better at using Logic's modifier to adjust the way that my pedals, like the range that they control. And so that gives you a ton of kind of granular control over the sound, because you can have it just modulate, say, between, or, move between, let's say, 80 points of velocity versus 120, something like that. So enough of that. Let's start laying stuff down. Here's the cello we're going to use. This is by Spitfire, which is, to my understanding, Splice now. Got a room reverb on that. Let's get a little short reverb. Okay, it's a nice cello. There's some intonation problems with it as a whole, like this instrument, but for individual, like single note lines and whatnot, very nice. Okay, here we go. So my thought is that I'm going to come in when the first, it's not a chorus, but I'm thinking of it like a chorus, because I'm traditionally write songs with lyrics. So let's just call it a chorus. Why not? Who's gonna catch us? Who's gonna catch us? All right, let's do it. Well, I should end the stream right there. Well, thanks, everybody. I want to adjust so you can see the expression pedal, because that's kind of like the coolest part, is the ebbs and flows of the instruments. When I'm looking back at MIDI, I love, like, anytime I'm watching anything, which I watch a lot of tutorials and whatnot, I just love seeing all the automation. Like, that's the stuff that gets me. So I want to make sure that's on there. All right. And here we go. I just realized you won't get to see me recording the MIDI, the automation. I was hoping we could show that. Okay, well, it's there. I like something about this. Some things I need to adjust, but this is making sense. I have no idea what the string section for this song is going to look like, but I know it's going to be very grounded. I'm not looking for it, as of now anyways, I'm not looking for it to like do a bunch of extra stuff. I want it to just reinforce the theme or the idea that the piano is laying down. So that's the goal. How could I show something? That would be so awesome if I could. I'll figure something out, maybe next stream. I was really hoping I could show the automation. That would be so cool. I guess I could show the instrument. That's something. It's not super exciting, but it is a little exciting. So you can see, like I was mentioning, my parameters are set to a smaller range because for what I'm trying to do, I really only want the cello traveling this range. You can hear some of that intonation troublemaking, you know? Okay. I'm going to roll off a little bit of the high end. I guess I'm going to try, can we do like a hybrid? Is that like, am I getting too over the top? I probably am. Let's do that. Let's just do a hybrid where we show a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then everything in between. Which means that we should probably minimize the automation because not much to see. All right. I am trying a new system here, so bear with me. I say this every stream. I'm always trying a new system or improving on something or iterating on something. Let's see what happens. Here we go. So we're gonna, all right. let's pause there. Cool. I like most of that. The ending's a little something, but I like most of that. Let me adjust the pedal because I actually want it to go softer for the next part. So I'm going to adjust so it gets super, super low. 47, 47, and 55. I know no one can see this part. Just believe me. I'm definitely looking at a screen. I'm not making this up. Why would I? What's in it for me? Okay. That's awesome. I almost want to leave it in that preset. Okay. So let's tackle that part. I did most of that transition, or I did all that transition last night and then kind of finished it up this morning or this early afternoon. So I don't know it at all. I have no idea what it's doing. I know I did a bunch of switches and stuff. So that's where you'll see me just landing on something. And we can always fix it in post, as they say. I used to be very much like a purist when it came to MIDI and keys you playing and transposing and all this stuff. There's no purpose for it. I can't find a valid reason other than pride to like not just get things where I want them later and edit them. And so I rely a lot more on that nowadays. All right. Enough of that. Let's keep going. Let's try that again. I didn't quite like that take. Let's see. I'm going to test something out. Good, that's fine. All right, let's try it again. Why can't I hear that? Let's see. Okay, I'm doing too many things. Here, let's remove that and try it again. That helps. Get that in view. And we're going to go here. Redo that, save, record. Okay. That is a thing. Let's I like it. I think I'm going to stay away from doing this as a group cello thing and just treat it like a single cello. That will probably help, because I can feel that I'm like getting pulled in a little bit too much into the chords, and I want it to feel more like it's just like a I don't want to say guardrail, because that's not right, but it's something that is preserving like the direction of the song very rigidly, which I like. All right. Okay. I mean, I think I like it. Let's hear this. Okay, good. Let's make that a little earlier, and maybe this goes here. 4 and a 4. Actually, it's 6, isn't it? 6, 4. So we'll do a 5. Yeah. And then end on a 5. And on a 3. Okay, I like that. Definitely some tweaks will be made, but I think that kind of captures what I'm trying to create here. Okay, let's add the next. In the meantime, we can switch. I guess it's not much better, huh? Let's do... All right, there's the doll. So next up, we want to pick another instrument. Let's go strings, harp, pads. I think we're going to do the pads last, because that's going to be crazy. We did the bass, trumpet, Let's hear what this trumpet's like. I don't know why, but lately I have really, really enjoyed the sound of like a muted trumpet. I never did. It was just never my thing, but I'm so on a kick of that right now. Cool. It's polyphonic. Let's try it. See if we come up with something interesting here. Back we go. And that means I have to, let me figure out my flow here. I have to move or open MIDI view. That doesn't seem like it's what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. All right, I'm going to keep this thing up here. Got our MIDI here, got our MIDI there. And let's go. Maybe there's a way I can. Okay. One more moment, because I think there's a way that I can hide most of the automation but still show the automation in action. Can I do that? What I need to do is hide the side window. Is that something they allow? Selected region, link region, transpose. Maybe not. My thought is this. If we put this right here, we'll see a little bit of the automation. Oh, it has to stay on top, doesn't it? Darn. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's see if this sounds good at all. I like that for later, but I think that's not sitting where I want it to sit. So let's go with, let's try clarinet. Okay. Okay, let's see how this goes. So real quick, I'm going to assign some pedals, remove, and let's do this real quick. Modifier. All right, I'm adding some MIDI pedal modification so that it plays in the range that I want it to. Automatable parameter, if I'm plugging insert below the MIDI plugin, the same channel strip. Interesting. So maybe it can't figure that one out. Mod wheel. Yeah, okay, can't learn it. So we will do something different. Learn vibrato, dynamics, vibrato. Okay, and I want to try something real quick. Okay. All right. I like something like that, so we'll lay it down. Okay. See. And Okay, let's try it. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Let's try that. Okay, I'm going to turn up my clarinet a little bit, my ears. That should be good. Okay, we'll stop there. And I've got clarinet so far. I think from there I'm going to start harmonizing with the melody. So let me figure out what I'm going to do here. I think that's what I want to do. Let's find out if that's what I want to do. Had some weird flutter there. Don't know what that was. I see. If I start it too low, it kind of flutters. I have to keep the expression a little higher. Let's figure out what's going on here. Need a little bit quicker release. Okay. Let's try it. Something still kind of fluttery in there. I'm going to cut a little MIDI because I think there's probably some automation recorded or something along those lines. Yeah, that's closer. Way closer. Okay. I gotta start right there. Got it. Let's see what I can do. I really want to get that modifier pedal to do what it's supposed to, because not having that full range of expression is not helping. So let's figure out why it does not like me assigning this there. Learn MIDI parameter. Okay. So that worked. Weird. Let's not complain. Let's just take it. We'll take it. All right. So I'm going to actually have the control over the MIDI I needed. 6352 is my secret number. 6352 are the parameters, I think. And I have to say learn. I really thought that was going to work. Okay, we're in business. There's business, and we're in it. So much better. Oh my gosh. So much better. Yeah, that's going to work much nicer. So let's go lower. $73.35. Okay. Let's try it again. just realized the MIDI's not in view. That's better. So what MIDI region is it showing us down there? Piano roll. Okay. So let's go. Logic's having a difficult time right now. Let's see. We'll reopen that. Piano roll. Seems a little better. Let's do it. I should clear whatever that is. Something fluttering. All right. Okay, there's some ideas in there I like. Let's go ahead and start on this next part. Maybe harmonize. Now we can do something cooler than that. Yeah, I think I like that. So we will try laying something like that down. Okay. I think I'm starting to get the hang of keeping MIDI in view while recording. It's surprisingly difficult to do because Logic pushes stuff around as soon as you trigger a recording, but I think I'm onto something. All right. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, and I want to change the vibrato there, but I didn't want to mess with the velocity, so let's... I guess we'll do it manually. We'll do it live. Here we go. Got our discover here. We're going to go into latch. And then we're going to maybe use this to control it. Here we go. And see if I can actually see some MIDI. There we go. All right. It's competing with the other MIDI. Okay. Nix that. I'll do that later by hand. So that'll end in a vibrato. What else? Okay. Let's figure out what else we're going to add to this thing. There's no wrong answers except the ones that don't work. Let's go orchestra. And we're going to do intimate strings. I'm almost afraid to start this, but in some ways, you just have to do it. Okay. Oui. That's nice. I like those strings. Those strings are not bad strings. It's such a pessimistic wording, right? These are not bad strings. Said ironically, of course, these are phenomenal. These are out of control good. The Spitfire intimate strings. Let's mess with the tone a bit. I could really just sit there and just play these notes like all the time. They're so beautiful on strings. At some point, it just starts to feel like I have to kind of check sometimes, right? Because it's like sometimes you'll hit so many notes in a row, and I almost go like, can anything sound bad with these strings, you know? Because like you can hit just a bunch of stuff in a row, I mean, you could throw in some stuff that doesn't work, I guess, too, right? Like gets a little more horror, but it's just kind of amazing how you can play, you know, if you're playing something in a major scale, minor scale, whatever you're into, you could just play the whole thing, right? The whole scale. I just love that. It all comes down to velocity. As I've been editing my playing over the years, like it's absolutely about the balance of velocity. It's not so much get the right notes, it's hit the notes with the correct hierarchy so that the one you're trying to emphasize has just a little leeway to break through the rest, but the rest are also very important, because otherwise you end up with very cold, right? Versus, so much cooler. More is more. Okay. Let's try something. Let's see what happens. Worst case, it becomes a time capsule of my failure. And I'm okay with that. I think someone's got to remember it. Here we go. All right. So let me turn on and that is not a violin. It is a clarinet. Any of y'all ever put a track in timeout for lying to you? If you have any opinion on the ethics of that, I'd love to hear it. Okay. I'm getting so distracted so quickly. All right, so we're going to go, let's see. Right. Maybe what I will do. Yeah, let's just try them. I know I keep saying that like someone's not ready to try, but it's just me. I'm not ready to try. All right. Oh, that's right. Shoot. We're starting on a different part. My bad. Do I need to come in here? I do. Okay. And then we come in with see why my velocity is. Are they just all ones? No, they're not all ones. So what's going on? Strings into mid strings. I guess I just play them super soft and even. All right, I'll take that. It's very rare. Very rare to just see like one MIDI color. So. Maybe that goes into the octave. have to learn that part at some point. That's the thing about writing songs. At some point, you're going to have to learn the stuff. That's what they don't tell you, right? Write all the notes. Oh, yeah, come up with some words. Oh, come up with some. And then guess what? Who's in charge of knowing them? You are. Or you are. Okay. That's fun. How will I know if she really loves me? Makes you want to do a thing. All right, I'm distracted. Let's go back. So we'll go like. Okay, I like it. So. I know what it is. I am trying to get these strings softer, and my MIDI modifiers aren't letting me go as soft as I want to go. That's why all the notes are the same, because I'm playing them as softly as I possibly can to try to stay in range. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I was definitely needing that. Lesson learned. All right. I was going to re-record that, but that would be really stupid because that sounds great. I love that. Wow. That hit me. Okay. I'm trying to play the notes and dance that melody in between because I do want it to feel like the strings are playing along, but I don't really want another melody, you know. Yeah. This is really unrelated, but you can see Jupiter's or Saturn's going by down there. And I'm so glad that I changed it. It looks so much better the way it moves now. I play with the different things in the sky below. Every like month or so, I'll go in and tweak stuff and mess with it. It's become kind of an obsession. Like I will be working or editing or whatever, and I'm just thinking like, can something be orbiting the Earth? What can orbit? How am I going to pull that off? Like, you know, and then I'm going into the logistics. So I think some days I spend more time thinking about the landscape of my sky area than a lot of other things I probably should put more thought towards. I just really love it. I don't know why. There's something really funny about it. Okay. I am like a different kind of distracted today compared to other days. Which is okay. Let me reposition and let's do something good here. Gosh, so nice. I think I'm going to save those with that new range because that's just too nice. Let me do that real quick. Intimate strings. Okay. 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 Too much, too much. Right. You gotta pull back on the pedal. Okay, I like that. Man, I think I'm gonna reduce the sensitivity of the pedal even more because I'm still like I feel like I'm having to beg it to like get quieter. Okay, let's just go so low. Good. And same with this one. Cool. Mm-hmm. Yep. was abrupt. Let's try it again. Okay, I think I kind of see what I'm trying to do. Okay, so. All right. I got to figure out what I'm doing there. I like the energy though. That's something. Oh, is it doing that annoying thing where it doesn't record? Once in a while it'll do that. Let's see. Yeah, it's doing that weird thing. Very odd logic bug. You record and then sometimes it will stop the recording without having recorded it. So I'm actually going to reopen the project. I was going to say I'll switch songs, but I do need to get this down because I think I have it solved. So give me a second. My mic won't work while I'm switching, but I will be flashing the word content in front of my face. So there is something to look forward to if you hang around. Worth the wait, right? How cool was that? You didn't know we had this kind of CGI. And what's nice is when I want to get rid of it, I just kind of, and then it goes away, which is cool. Useful. I think if the music thing, if people don't like what I'm making, I'll go into like online magic where, you'd be like, does this impress? Wait, I gotta get right in front of it. Hold up. Pretend you've never seen me do that, right? And I go like, oh yeah? You don't believe in magic? Well, what is this then? Dang it. Yeah, you don't believe in magic? You don't believe in magic? Well, what is this? I mean, I'm going to have to practice it. It's not there yet. But what if I told you I could make it disappear? Okay. My son would love that. He would love that that exact magic show just like that. I think I would blow his mind. All right. All right, let's try it. Oops. I keep forgetting it's so quick. And the question is, yeah, it recorded. Cool. All right. I mean, that sounds good. Let's move on to something more fun. This has been the responsible portion of the recording process. I've got a couple doozies. I've shared them with a few friends, and I've gotten some really funny responses. So let me swap over again. I will get ready to do the content thing. Let's come up with some cool ways to do that while we wait for the other song to load. Check, check. Okay. So let's remove this. Figure out what's going on with volume. Check one. That's a little better. And I probably need at least some kind of let's just do what we did last time. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, 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 check. 1, 2. 1, 2. Something like that. And then maybe I'm just adding some dynamics to protect all of us. Check. 1, check, 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 check. That's loud. Check, check. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. Okay. So I have this song. I actually did some of the vocals of it on stream a while back. But this song is in need of a solo. And I happen to have the most absurd solo idea that I'm going to follow through on. So I might even make a video of this and just post it on YouTube separately. But we're going to call this segment How to Make a Minimalist Solo. That's going to probably be the video title or something along those lines. Let's pull up the sound. That's the one. And we're going to go mute because I was playing with some ideas. All right. And then we need to view the piano roll. That was the first experimentation with the solo. It's pretty good. I'm not even going to play it though, because we'll just explore it from scratch. I spent a good amount of time building this particular sound out and really like getting it where I wanted it to be. Okay, let's do a quick test, see where we are sound-wise. Okay, that sounds cool. So we're gonna, let me first see if I can play this with better sounding or less latency. We're gonna go apply defaults, so much better. Okay, and then I want to no latency. Okay, that's so much better. And let's see what we can do solo-wise. Oh, that's not the right one. Okay, so basically, I wanted to get this as close to a human voice as I could. I'm using Pipa by Clevgrand, which is a phenomenal plugin. It ends up on all of my songs, sometimes not very obviously so, but it's a voice synthesizer kind of plugin, and it's actually like properly working on mimicking the voice. Ouch. So we've got this set up to feel as human-like as possible, right? Except for the fact that I made, or actually in this patch I started working on, the pitch bend is is a full octave, so it creates some effects, to say the least. I hope you can already sense the lack of responsibility and where this is about to go, because this song just needs something crazy. Basically, the vibe I'm kind of feeling here is introduction to like a very early 90s Nickelodeon cartoon. In fact, I don't remember which song, but there's one or two that are like in the back of my head that for sure are helping to shape the vibe of this. And I just want it to go nuts, right? So. Okay, let's see what we can do. We'll just start messing around at first, and then we'll start adding some seriousness. And I say that tongue in cheek. We'll start doing more stuff as we go along. Okay. That's the thing, right? I'm looking to find the. We are making, remember, above all else, we are making content. And that was content. And I challenge any of you to let me know how you can claim that that was not content, because I believe that that is a debate I will win. Okay, let's run it again. I love like the energy of it. So now I'm like just trying to find basically where is the like the pocket and what's the balance between melodic stuff, rhythmic stuff. In the early versions that I sent to my friends, I did really short notes, and because the voice bends into itself, right? You can hear that. It like kind of goes in, right, pitch-wise. If you go too short, it sounds flat. And I don't want to lose that natural kind of pitch bend into the note, because that's part of what makes it very human-esque. So I have to be careful not to do anything too fast. That's why I didn't go, like last time I was doing this drumming stuff, you know. But not too much of that, you know. You have to be respectful when making music. Okay. Let's give it another go. I'm not even recording it. Right now it's just feeling it out. The idea, when I started messing with this, I kind of paused and said, like, I have to do this on stream because it's too funny. The first day I was doing this, I was almost pulling muscles laughing so hard. So let's go. Okay. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. All right. I think I'm just going to record some stuff with that, right? Like, I don't know. This song has lyrics and it's a funny song. But that solo is so entertaining that I don't know. I just don't know what to do. In fact, I just started tweaking the vocals to give it a little more of a high pitch thing, because I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, let's see here. I'll try to put these on real quick. Drove down to the station, candy on my mind. This is not recorded with this effect in mind, so the real one will be a lot cleaner, but just imagine like a clean take of this vocal, right? Drove down to the station, candy on my mind. Picked a treat that's bad for me and took my place at 9. I noticed lots of fashion from the corner of my eyes. I turned to see the lottery was at a record high. I don't like to gamble, but I bet it's really fun. And something in that moment told me I could be the one. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to what matters, which is the solo. So again, am I still there? Good. So again, if all goes to plan, this video will be called How to Write a Minimalist Solo. And so maybe I'll just give a few tips, okay? So when you're writing a solo, you want to leave space. You want to leave room, right? Because if it's too cramped, if everything is special, nothing is special. And that's the theory. So I'm going to demonstrate kind of what a minimalist solo could look like. And I want you to notice all the times I could be playing something, but I'm not, right? I could be filling the space, but I'm just letting it breathe. Here we go. See all that space? Look at all that. That was one exception. You had to finish the phrase, right? So. Those are low notes, so they don't count against the negative space. Look at all the space. So if you look at the MIDI, I want you to just notice all of the places that there isn't MIDI, right? Let's say that you were playing Battleship, right? If the MIDI were my boats, it would take you a while to hit all of it, wouldn't it? Because there's so much open water. And so that's what I want to convey to you is sometimes less is more. Thank you. I think I'm going to post that and just let the comments roll in because it's going to be bad news. All right, let's try another take. No, you know what? I like the vibe on this. It's pretty close. I have some other little snippets I might use. I have one other vocal song that's actually serious vocal solo-y song, which I'm very stoked about because I've not really used this technique before. And so it's this whole like vocal, semi-vocal soloing is super, super novel to me. And I'm really, really loving it. Let me open this up. I'm going to let it load for a sec. Okay. Wow. Let's make a version of this where I'm not in outer space. Check, check. Still there. Does anyone remember the beginning to that? Neo. Who was? No, it was it. No, it was the Dream. Kanye. Was it just them? Walking on the moon. It's almost this exact reverb. Like, hello, hello, is anybody out there? Okay. Little niche reference. Check, check, check. Where is? There we go. That's better. It's almost a little too much. Okay. Da da da. Short reverb. Check, check, check. That's nice. All right. So I have this song I've been working on for a while, as I guess I start a lot of song introductions like that. And I recorded a version a while back, but I just stumbled across like a feel that I really like for the song. So I'm going to do this version. And I have a vocal solo thing similar to the last one that I just love. So I'm going to show you and kind of mess with it because I've only just stumbled upon like adding that and the fact that it fits nicely as a kind of a piece there. So let's hear where this is at. I'll even play the not so great vocal so you can get a sense of what the song is doing here. So let me go. Hold up. We are great clips here because we are clipping. You can tell I was working on bass last because that's very, very loud. Go, go, bit. All right, and then let's get the volume in order and we'll mess with it. I tried. Oh, that's right. That needs to cut there. Boom goes the dynamite. Okay. All right. I'm going to do just very basic EQ. All right, so that's the sound, and I've just been playing with like these. Basically, they're like melodies I might write into a guitar solo, or write into if I was doing like 18 different takes of a verse, which sometimes I do. I'll like come up with all these different ways to lay down a verse, or all these different verse melodies. And most of them don't get used. This allows me to like use a bunch of stuff that I really like. I just don't want it to require the entire section, right? So let's try it. Let me go, go. Okay, real quick. I love what that's doing already. Let me do like at least some kind of compression on this, because this is unruly right now, the way that all the transients and whatnot are behaving. We'll just do simple, simple, simple. Okay. And find the most preview volume limit. Well, no, that's aggressive. That is aggressive. Okay, that's better. And I need to remove a little bit of the release. Okay, better. And let me just get this voice in order. Okay. I mean, I probably should just lay it down. I just don't want to because it's been so fun to like brainstorm this one. Let's add a little reverb. Do we have reverb going? And a bit of saturation because we need it. You can almost write like a whole like classical thing with this, right? You know? Okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. I didn't even notice that I didn't have the bass over the solo. I know the bass is too much. I turned it down a little bit so that it's slightly less problematic. Not a lot less problematic, but a little. Let me see here. Yeah. Okay. I forgot the best part. Oh my gosh. I can control the vowels and the dynamics with my foot. That's like the whole thing. Golly gee. Okay. It's going to get better. Let's try that again. That would have been such a bummer to play that without. I spent a lot of time making it so that my foot control really brought like a human thing to it. All right, let me figure out, because we're definitely in clipping territory. So let's see what's doing what. We'll go tracks, select and just turn everything down. Right there. Okay. I think we're ready. Let's do something. In fact, I'm going to lay them down because if I strike gold here, that would be crazy because we're making music right now, not looking for gold. But if I did, I'd like to be ready. Oh, here we go. Okay, that should pretty much cover the range I'm going to be in. I forgot. I thought we were in, I think we were in C. All right. So let's go from right there. Okay. Kind of just getting ideas out there. I love how these solos look after playing them. They look snaky, you know, up, down, up, down. So cool. And then we can look and see the all the foot control stuff. So it's kind of fun to. I just love like the way the two interact. It's very interesting because I'm not thinking about the foot so much. So it's kind of cool to see like what's going on down there. Okay. Let's save that. Let's try another. And my thought is like, there'll be a small solo after verse 1. Then we'll hit, or after first chorus, then we'll do verse 2, chorus, and then end with just like insane, emotional, probably strings coming in. Like, it's basically all the things like in the song's conversation, where basically he's asking her to let him go. He's basically saying like, I can't leave until you reject me, because I'm just going to hang around otherwise. And this is kind of, it's cool because it's kind of encapsulating all the things that you could not really put into words in a reasonable way that, you know, that kind of keeps the context and the depth of what they're actually talking about. So having a, just like that human sound without the words connected, and there's something coming through there that to me is like super cool. Like there's lines when I hear the different variations where I'm like, I kind of know what they're saying in that moment. Like not totally, but I definitely know the energy of it, because there's parts where the melody resolves a lot. In fact, I'll show you. This could all be like only I'm feeling this, but what the hex? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So like there's parts where I'll show you. There's parts where it's kind of soft with the melody. And to me that's kind of saying like, look, we've had a lot of things, or like there's some good stuff, right? There's like empathy, right? So there's like, it's like empathy, there's a connection, right? With the melody kind of going, look at how many things we have in common, look at this, look at that. And then at other parts it'll get more intense. That to me sounds a little more like pleading their case, right? Like they're making a point there. They're trying to convey something, because it follows it follows the chords, but the melody is not sitting in the chords. It's kind of pushing forward a little bit. And so I love that about this song. The idea that you can have these moments of a conversation and each person can kind of translate them into what conversation they're having, because we really don't know the full context here. It's just one person's perspective going like, you know, I shouldn't be here, but I'm here, whatever. All right. That's a side thing. Let's record another take here. And you're going to notice I'm just like filling all the space, because right now I'm more concerned with getting good phrasings, and then later when I'm laying it out, sometimes I'll like take bits from here, move them there, chop it up. So this is not so much like necessarily full solo layout, unless I do something I feel is super cool, and then I'll just leave it. You know what? I think I'm going to start a little lower. I like that. Okay. Let's do it again. For sure, this is a song that will never, ever have two identical renditions of that, like in a live setting. It literally, it tells a different story every time, which is so cool. Not so much cool because of like what I'm doing, how it's just like the structure of it is cool. The music is just an amazing thing. There's so much room for passion and energy to be conveyed without the limitation of words, right? Because words are always, trying to symbolize something much bigger than they are. And I think music does an amazing job of seeing the whole picture and just explaining the whole thing with more depth. So I am really on one today with the monologues. But I think I like music, is I guess what I'm saying. I think I like it. In fact, no, I don't just like music. I like it a good amount. That's how much. Okay, let's go again. Okay, I like that starting low. Not that low. there's some stuff I really like there too. Okay, I think I am there. As far as streaming and whatnot, this has been fun. Let me see, is there anything else I should be looking at? Yeah, no. Next time, one of these next times, I'm going to show you I'm building a stadium chant that is, it's pretty serious. I'm very proud of it. It's by far the biggest project I think I've ever made, layer-wise and concept-wise. Okay, thank you to anyone watching this. If you have any complaints about my music, my name is John Mayer. If you enjoyed what you heard, my name is Neuromar. If you're indifferent about what you heard, I am Jason Mraz. So I don't know how to say it more clearly than that. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.